So I'm a character animator and illustrator, and recently I got into a bit of a funk. Yippee! I was worrying that whatever I made wasn't really good enough, so I realised that I needed to stop what I was doing and just take a step back for a moment. I needed to find my creative spark. That spark that fuels, well, my creativity and what art means to me in general, as I feel like over time it's gotten lost. Art is a medium of self-expression, an expression that is unique to every single one of us, and no one else has the same story you do. While I ramble in the background, I thought I'd talk a little about the painting you're seeing the process of here. This is the first landscape study I did, and how I overall came to start doing these studies lately. So I've been reading this career in animation book for a few months now, and I haven't gotten very far yet, as I suck at reading, but there's a quote from it that I really liked. "You're much more than a board artist, or an artist at all. Go out and live. You can't tell good stories if you've never lived any." And I felt like being glued to my drawing tablet every day wasn't doing me any favours. How can I create stories I want to tell, or make art that expresses something, if I'm just in this cycle of negativity, drawing the same things and thinking about the same things all day, every day? I looked back at some of my art and remembered painting this one study I did back in school. There was a small area with a picnic bench and a single tree. I took that idea, and when I got home I made it into this. And even a few years later, I still really like this piece, even with its flaws. I was going to go outside and paint landscapes on my Android tablet, but I soon realised that, you know when you go outside on a bright day and you turn on your phone and you can barely see anything as the screen is so dark? And also reflective? Well, that was happening to me, which isn't a very good mix for digital painting, so I guess reference pictures that I took will just have to do. I didn't try to be super realistic or anything with these studies, which I'll get into later. I wanted to convey through art how I saw the world. Although while painting this, I had so much fun. It's like, a lot of fun. It's just a couple of mountains and clouds and water, but it was so enjoyable. And so, I went to look at previous pictures I took, as whenever I go somewhere new or I see something I find cool, I'm like, that'll make a good art reference, and I'll take a picture of that for later, but then proceed to never do anything with it, and oh my goodness, I have so many reference pictures of forests, pretty skies, just anything I find pretty and cool. And I came across a sunset picture I took a while back, and I proceeded to paint it. And this took me 20 minutes. 20 minutes! It was so quick, but so fun. I loved it. I really wanted to push the colours, as my reference picture was already super saturated, but I love painting fun colours. Fun fact, in college I did a lot of traditional paintings and drawings, and we would do things to push ourselves out of our comfort zone. Like, if you're someone who paints and draws really rough, try go more slower and take in the detail of what you're painting. Or if you're someone who's more on the slower side at making art that captured a lot of detail, you may be encouraged to try and be a bit more looser and quicker and push yourself at your comfort zone a little. And for me, I got suggested for this one drawing I did of pastels to tone down the colours just a little notch. As I noticed, especially in college, I would like paint and draw with like really crazy colours. And well, did I listen? Not really. I couldn't help myself. But I still remembered that, and I want to put that advice more into practice here by trying to eyeball the colours of the reference pictures. Man, I really did love that college course. It was so fun, and I learned a lot of traditional art stuff too. It was sad it was all over so soon. Anyways, you'll see me apply this technique to our final paint study today. But right now I'm painting this one you're seeing on screen, which isn't the final painting. This painting was a lot of fun, though I really struggled to get the colour of the water right, and even when I finally figured out, I kinda went on a different route colour-wise, mainly just making it more vibrant. One of my favourite parts about painting this was this cloud. Guys, I love painting clouds. I used to struggle a little a while back, but they're like so fun and fluffy. Maybe I could do a cloud tutorial sometime, who knows, but clouds are fun. Go paint clouds. Clouds are great. I love them. On to our final study for today. This time of a picture I took while I was on a trip. This one took me the longest, I think, mainly due to this being a little more detailed than the others, but I will gladly accept the challenge. For this painting especially, I really tried to eyeball the colours from my reference picture, and I think I did a decent enough job. I remember when I was a younger artist, whenever I would try to replicate real life and realism in general, I would get super frustrated and mad, as I found it really difficult. To be honest, I can still get frustrated with studies, mainly vehicles. Oh boy, I goofed up there, didn't I? Perhaps I shall do studies of lots of vehicles sometime, as I really need to get better at them. Also, while making these, I learned a really cool hack to change the hue and value of your brushstrokes. Basically, you just go into your brush settings and, well, enable the hue and value and just adjust the sliders to suit your needs. I did have Kruta's default leaves and grass brushes, and this helped so much. Anyways, I feel like art is meant to be enjoyable, not like horrifically frustrating. Like, it's okay to get frustrated when things aren't turning out the way you want to. It's part of the artistic process. But you need to have fun as well. Like, I guess a bit of advice I would give to my younger self is to look at the bigger picture. For quick studies like these at least, you aren't aiming for hyper-realism. You can still have your illustration be a little stylized, or take a few creative leaps here and there. As long as you're still taking your reference and learning from it, instead of just trying to capture every little detail and every strand of grass, just break it down and simplify it. Trust me, it makes the process a lot easier. This painting as well was very relaxing. Like, if you draw nothing but characters over and over and over again, it's nice, sure, but it can feel pretty stale after a while. So these landscape studies was a wonderful break, and I learned a lot for future background work. Overall, these studies were super enjoyable to create, very relaxing, and I learned a lot of new things that will help further my environmental background art. If you feel like you're in a bit of a rut yourself, try and do studies of something you don't do all too often, or want to do more of. It really helps make you grow as an artist. Anyways, that's us. That's all the paintings. Look at them all. They're paintings. Yay! Digital paintings. They're so fun. I had a lot of fun with these. But anyway, until next time. Also, I thought I would do a little bit of self-promotion here. I hope that's okay. Basically, I have commissions open. If you liked what you saw, you can commission me. I offer lots of things, really cheap, sketch commissions, because I thought that would be fun. I also offer non-character commissions, like, I'd try and draw, backgrounds or even vehicles, because as I mentioned, I want to get better at vehicles. Yeah, I offer lots of cool things. Please check out my Artistree. The link will probably be down below. It would mean a lot if you were to check it out if you were interested. I'd happily draw anything from fan art, fandom stuff, your own characters. So anyways, if you want to commission me, I'll link down below. Please check it out. Check my Artistree out. Yeah. I want to save up for animation school, so yeah.